Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while since I've just like kind of filmed a vlog and chatted, and oh my god, lighting is slaying, but I look terrible. I'm gonna chat while I boil some eggs because I'm kind of in the mood for some egg salad I haven't had in a while. Yeah, I haven't made egg salad in a while. I'm trying to remember, like, what's the best way to boil an egg? Is it bring the water to a boil? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How many should I make? Okay. So, I haven't been really active in a bit, in like a few months, because I've been struggling mentally. Oh, this egg's weirdly shaped. I wonder if there's two yolks in here. Yeah, I've been struggling mentally. And I think a lot of people, like, when you're kind of having some mental health struggles, I really isolate, and that even means like isolating from the internet. All right, sorry you can't see me, but I'm just putting the eggs on. Wait, and then so we bring them to a boil. From what I remember, we boil them with the eggs in. Once they boil, we turn off. And then, yeah, and then let them cook for like 7 minutes or something, right? Without the, okay, anyway. Let's go see Wizard. He's outside. It's been like really nice out the past couple days, and he's been loving the weather. Let me show you my anemones. They've started blooming. I probably didn't even tell you guys I planted these, because my gardening's been very off and on in the winter, but I planted these anemones. I want these to be our wedding flowers, not these actual flowers, but obviously, but I want these to be the wedding flowers, like on the tables and stuff. And so I got some little, they're called corms, and I planted them probably too close together because I only had a few pots, but they're just now starting to bloom and they're so pretty. Let's go see Wizzy. Hi, Wizzy. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi, sweetie. So, hi, can I sit with ya? Hi, Bubba. He's so sweet. Anyway, so, some stuff that's going on with me, just like some anxiety, depression, OCD. This is like something I'm like realizing is a pattern. I've only just picked up on the pattern this year, is that after the holidays I sink into a kind of depression, and I think that happens because, first of all, the weather, like we're having a nice few days here, but like it gets a lot more like rainy, kind of cloudy, gloomy here. That definitely affects me. Also, the beginning of the year, like January, February, at least in terms of like being a content creator, in like the paid aspects, like brands, I think like there's not really a lot of work in like the first 2 months of the year, because I think like a lot of brands, it's more about like strategizing, like figuring out what their plan is for the year. There's not a ton of like opportunity of like, I'm not getting like a lot of offers, and that's normal. But I think I just forget that like how easy it is to like sink into like that like post-holiday slump that kind of like extends for like a couple months, because you're like not super busy and not like don't really have the energy to do anything. And like I when I'm not busy, I kind of like really struggle with like making myself do things and like creating a schedule for myself. So it's funny because it's like I'm usually really busy like mid to the end of the year, and I'm like making a lot of content, and like sometimes like I'm the type of person where like I have to be like forced to do it, and then I'm like excited to do it. Like, so it's not like I'm like just doing it for money or whatever. I work well with a deadline, so it's like if I'm like in a slump, having like a contractual obligation will kind of like force me out of it, and then like by getting me to start creating content will kind of like kickstart me into back being into the flow of things, and I haven't had that, and so it's really hard for me to do that for myself, especially when like I haven't felt good. Like I've been having some like health problems, all probably related to my anxiety. I'm finding like my IBS is like become a bigger problem as of like the past several months. Quitting smoking really triggered my IBS in a big way, and I don't want that to like scare anybody who's like thinking of quitting smoking or whatever. Like, you absolutely should, and rather sooner, like maybe let this be a lesson to you to like do it sooner rather than later, because it's just like the longer it goes, the harder it is. But essentially I think it just caused like an uptick of anxiety, and it also like triggered my IBS really bad. I have IBS-C, which is like constipation, and essentially like my body had become like completely dependent on smoking. It's not even just a matter of like being constipated, I'm like having a lot of pain and problems like that. So and that's been like causing more anxiety, because you know, then the OCD just starts kicking up of like something's wrong, I don't know, like something's gonna happen to me, blah blah blah, I'm having this pain, like, you know, I can just really like spiral. Yeah, and it's really frustrating because you know, I'm trying to like have ownership over my health, and like I'm trying to improve my health, and it's gotten like worse, because if you guys remember, like a few months ago I was having a hard time with birth control because I have menstrual migraines. I decided to go on birth control to see if that could maybe help by like staying continuously taking birth control rather than and not having a period, and maybe it would have eventually helped, I don't know, but I only made it like 3 months and I couldn't do it anymore because I had like a migraine for the entire month, and I just couldn't take it anymore, and that really fucked with my anxiety. Oh, maybe's here. Hi, maybe. So I'm not trying to like, oh god, whatever. I'm just feeling self-conscious about like, the reason I don't film is because I'm like, I need to be like interesting and cool, and like this is such a downer conversation, but it is what's going on, and it's like, anyway, so yeah, my eggs are not boiling yet. Just wanted to check on them. I went off the birth control because I just couldn't take it anymore, and it started really like increasing my anxiety as well. And so now I'm back to just having like regular migraines, but I like am so much more tolerant of them now, weirdly, because after having them for a literal month straight and being in agonizing pain, now when they like crop up, I'm like, well, at least, you know, it's not every day. But I am going to a gynecologist next week, a new one, to kind of discuss my options. But I've also just been like to my primary care, and I've had so much blood work, and I've had like stool samples, and you know, just one stool sample, okay. But I just also went to a gastroenterologist, and like I'm just trying to take ownership of my health, and it's hard because I feel like these things I try to do, like quitting smoking, going on birth control, like I'm trying to finally like address these things in my life and become healthier, and it's like has temporarily made me feel worse. Yeah, and I don't really want to like mess with my anxiety meds right now or like add anything. So I'm trying to just like do other things that are hopefully gonna help, but it's kind of like, I don't know, I might get to a point where I just have to, because It's not going great. Like, I've been having panic attacks, and I'm not a stranger to panic attacks, though for me they're more few and far between. My main thing has always been generalized anxiety disorder and OCD. But since the birth control thing and quitting smoking, like the past several months, panic attacks have been more frequent, and it fucking sucks because, like, even just little things like this morning, I just like woke up, I went to CVS to, you know, the gastro doc prescribed me an antispasmodic so that, you know, to help with the cramping I get, because yeah, that I get like these like really terrible pains, but I also like can't poop, so that's really fun. I also picked up some of this fiber thing. Like, I'm 70 years old, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I just like, I just got like really emotional all of a sudden. Oh my god, I left the eggs out. Hi, Wiz. Maybe come inside. Maybe. Here, Wiz, let me take off your collar. Oh, good boy. Come on, babes. I just want to get them inside so I don't have to worry about them. Come on, baby. Yeah, I'm just having a hard time. And it's hard to have anxiety and you get, you know, a lot of physiological symptoms along with it, and it makes you like physically sick as well. Baby, come on. Baby, come inside. Damn, I like did not plan on crying for this video. Inside. Thank you. Anyway. Oh, it's boiling. Okay, so now I turn them off, I cover it, and then, hey Google, set a timer for 8 minutes.
Sure, 8 minutes. Starting now.
I think that's what it is. And then I'll get a bowl of ice water to put them in. Anyway. So, yeah, I'm struggling, and I'm struggling with a lot of things at once. And just trying to feel better. And, I'm not always doing a great job because, you know, I'm not really like leaving my house. Dude, I hate this. Like, I don't like being vulnerable, and I'm trying to be better about that. And so that's why I'm just kind of letting it happen, but I really isolate myself when I am having a hard time mentally, because I don't like to share with anybody, with friends, with my community, with you know, really anybody besides Ted and my therapist, and that's not enough, you know. So I just don't feel like myself, and I don't feel good, and I feel really angry, like, you know, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, you know, I'm not trying to act like I have it worse than literally anybody else, because I know like the pandemic really affected people in these really devastating ways, and you know, I came out of it, you know, we're not out of it, but you know what I mean. I didn't lose anybody, and I didn't get sick myself, and so for those things I'm very grateful, but I also feel that it really robbed me of a lot of things, because I was in a really rough space, you know, years ago, if you guys remember, and I really like pulled myself out of that, and it was so hard, and I feel like I really found new hobbies and was building a better community in LA, and I feel like I was really well on my way to being really happy. And when I was really happy, you know, I was like traveling again, and then I just felt like, and then it just, you know, it was stopped, and I was forced to stay in my house, which honestly feels good sometimes because that is my tendency, to stay in my house, but it's the opposite of like what I need. So I really just got in this like bad habit of just being even more reclusive, and I just don't feel good about myself, and like with how like sick I've been, and like the stomach problems and stuff I've been having, and I'm like gaining more weight because it's been hard to like be active, and because of my anxiety I'm not really leaving my house very much, and I'm like, and I've just gained more weight, and I feel like this pressure to be like this plus size queen, and I'm just like, but my body is constantly changing, and it's hard, you know, it's hard to change, and especially when like I'm engaged and I'm gonna be trying on dresses and feel like all eyes on me, and like I don't want eyes on me right now. Like I don't want to be seen. I went to CVS this morning just to get my prescription, and I like literally had a panic attack just like standing at the counter just waiting for the guy to like fill it. Like I just start like sweating, and my heart just starts pounding, and I feel like I'm gonna faint, and like I just feel like I have to get out of there. You know, my therapist, like I was like, I need a better schedule. I need to like force myself to go. Like I made days like on the calendar that I'm like, these are the days I go to the gym, and these are the days that I go to the pottery studio, and these are the days that I do something social with friends. And it's like, it's, you know, to anybody who doesn't struggle with anxiety or depression, like that might seem like, why would you have to schedule these things that you enjoy? And it's like, because you stop enjoying them, and then you become a prisoner, and you need to like fight so hard against it. And so yeah, I made the schedule like, and I just haven't done a great job, because I was supposed to see friends twice this week, and I've done it 0, and I just, okay, stop. My eggs are done. All right, let's ladle these bad boys out. Anyway, like I said, I was like, and I tried to just go to freaking CVS this morning, and I had a panic attack, so it's really hard. And I feel like a fucking loser. And my life just feels meaningless right now. I'm not trying to sound like scary. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm not in danger. I just am just really like struggling right now. And sometimes I feel embarrassed about like sharing it online, because I'm like, I'm fucking sitting here sharing these like deep personal feelings, but I'm like, you know, I feel like I started off, you know, at this point, how long has it been? 12, 10, 11 years ago? Because I'm like, was like this different persona of like, I'm gonna be this like makeup guru, whatever, on YouTube, and it just turned into like, I can't, that's not sustainable for me, because I can't be this like influencer, because it's not consistent for me. I really struggle. If I can't be this person sometimes, then I can't always be like the funny, you know, person who's like putting on cute outfits or whatever. And so that's why I like will disappear for periods of time, because, but I think that's another thing, is like I put this pressure on myself, you know, even with my friends, where like friends will be like, let's hang out, and I'm like, no, because like I can't be I think, the friend that they want me to be or something. I hear it myself, you know. God, why don't I have tissues? This is so uncomfortable. I did not expect this. Like, I truly thought, I was like, I'm gonna make egg salad and just catch you up, and I'm like crying. Whatever. Like, I literally don't care anymore. I'm 32 years old. Like, sorry I'm not perfect. Anyway, I realized that I'm putting way too much pressure on myself to be a certain way and to not be vulnerable. So I've been trying to just be more vulnerable, and this is who I am right now. So this is my job and my hobby. I make content for my audience, and sometimes it's fun, and sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it's helpful, and sometimes it's sad, and sometimes it's depressing, and sometimes it's pointless, you know, and sometimes it's just is what it is. And I think, who cares? I think I just, like, yeah, I worry too much about, like, upholding an image, not just online, but, like, in my life, like, with friends. Like, I don't want people to see, like, the dark side. Or I think that people only come to me for, you know, the best, you know, the best of times. Like, it sounds so stupid, I know, but, like, when I don't post on, like, YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, like, I feel lost, because it's like, that's what I do. It's like, that's what I do for a living, and I also enjoy it. And so when I'm not doing it, like, I feel really disconnected from a whole community, like, I've built and really care about. But I'm like, I don't like the way I look, and I don't like the way I feel, and so I think, like, oh, I can't post anything, like, aesthetic, like, what am I supposed to do? But I'm like, fuck that. Like, I think I'm just like, that was never supposed to be me. It just wasn't. Like, it's like, maybe it's me sometimes, but it's just not supposed to be me all the time. It's just not sustainable. So I don't know if this is making any sense. Let's make egg salad. I'm going home. We're going home to my mom's house in Philly at the end of April for a engagement party with family. Even though I know we got engaged in August, but I was all traveled out at that point, and so I said, no, we can do it in the spring. And, you know, I haven't seen a lot of my family members since way before the pandemic, and so I'm not, you know, the last time they saw me I was a lot thinner, and I'm feeling really stressed about that, because this is supposed to just be like a really happy time, and instead I'm feeling self-conscious. And of course, no, I don't think anybody will say anything to me, but I feel pretty confident that I know that there will be at least a few people there that will think things. So fuck them. Like, honestly, like, the more I say things out loud, the more I'm just like, fuck you. Like, who are you, honestly? Anyway, so that's what's going on. That's what's new with me. Damn, I was like deciding, I was like, should I vlog or go live on TikTok? I'm so glad I decided to vlog. I hate when the eggs are like too fresh and they like peel like that. It's so annoying. Wizard, no. He doesn't even like eggs. You don't like eggs. I've literally tried to give you eggs a million times. You don't like them, so don't even bother. Yeah, so I got like a mini trampoline, and I've just been trying to like get some exercise on that. It's hard because like my like relationship with exercise is so messed up. Like, I'm really trying to not have it so tied to like losing weight. You know, so that's why there's like times in my life where I like get really into working out and then I stop, and then it's just like so complicated. But like exercise like does make you feel better, so I've been trying to like get some endorphins by like jumping on the trampoline, and it's so fun. Wizard! can you get down, please? You don't like eggs. Look, it's egg. Stop. You're so fucking cute and perfect. I'm obsessed with you. Literally obsessed. Yeah, Wizard, stop it. Yes, I was supposed to like go have coffee with a friend today, like according to my schedule. And that didn't happen. But I did have a breakdown on YouTube, so it's gotta count for something. Wizard, stop. You're making me like do this with egg hands. I'm so bad at eating lunch. I hate lunch. I hate lunch because lunch is so inconvenient to me. Like halfway through the day, I have to be like, I have to stop and just like eat something. God, it's like, and what do I eat? Also, I'm doing a no buy this month, so I haven't been shopping at all, which like, I don't have any dopamine. I have nothing. All I have is egg. Okay, now I just like, I guess I should have gotten a bowl for the shells, but I just like cracked them onto the counter. I didn't feel like getting something, so now I have to get the freaking can, or I'll do it in this bowl actually. All right, not so bad. Oh, I just dropped a bunch on the floor. Now let's cut these eggies. Wait, let's see if that big one has 2 yolks in it. Wait, now they all kind of look the same size. Oh wait, no, here it is. No, this is one. Just one big boy. Which mayo is like already eggs, so like this is kind of a crazy dish. It's kind of like crazy how much mayo or how much eggs are involved with egg salad. But personally, I think mayo, mustard, salt and pepper. Some people put relish. Not for me personally, but I see the appeal. Okay, this is gonna look really nasty because I used the Trader Joe's eggs with the dark yolks because they're my favorite, and so that it's like orange. Let's do a taste test. So good. Okay, let me make myself a little bowl. I really don't feel like getting Tupperware, so I'm just gonna do this rather than dirty another dish. Well guys, it's been real. I'm gonna head out for now. I feel like I've shared enough and caught you guys up, and I'll see you in my next video.